or ice, but not when we have severe storms like this. However, yesterday, if you were listening even the day before to Jessica, on the weekend, we were talking about how the National Weather Service had updated the area and put us into a level 4 out of 5 in terms of severity for these storms. So that really is it's unprecedented for the area. And so it sort of sets us up and it gives us the early warning to prepare for what we might have coming this afternoon. And for those of you in the areas of Fauquier County and Rappahannock County, currently under a tornado warning until 11 o'clock this morning, this is sort of the very beginning of what we will likely be dealing with through the early afternoon, the late afternoon, the early evening hours. Jessica and I were chatting just a few minutes ago before we came on about what happens in this area just when we have strong winds in this area. The blessing and the curse of living in an area that is heavily wooded and that we have 100-plus-year-old trees is that when we have good, strong gusts of wind and when the ground is saturated, we often have horrible scenes of trees toppling into roadways, toppling into homes. And so this time that we have had to prepare, hopefully you have your phones charged, you have batteries. If you don't already, it's a good time to go ahead and get those before things start to get that much more amped up in your area, and just have those things ready to go in case we lose power. You want to get to the most interior part of your home if we should be in a tornado warning where you live, and make sure that you have Storm Team 4 on, that you have the TV on, that you have the radio on, your cell phones are charged. Jess, what's the latest now with the radar, and what are we looking at? What are the areas of concern? Yeah, so the areas of concern is where we see the red. That is the most intense part of the line. I took the lightning off, but there is a lot of lightning. So this storm is strong. Right now, any evidence of a tornado is radar indicated. So we see some twisting of the winds on radar. Just know what we call no ground truth right now. But we will continue to keep you updated to let you know if this is a confirmed tornado, but still treat it the same. Just like Erica mentioned, get to your safe spot now. If you are under this tornado warning for portions of Culpeper, Rappahannock, and Fauquier County, the storm is moving toward the northeast at 55 miles per hour. So here's a heads up for you. 11:14 Warrenton, that's when you could expect the storm. Also 11:30 Middleburg, and if the storm holds together this really strong line that right now has a radar indicated tornado, it could be affecting Gainesville at 12 noon. But all throughout the afternoon, even if this tornado warning is not in your area, we could see additional tornadoes as we go into the afternoon and even into the evening hours. So we told you all weekend that we are expecting a significant weather day tomorrow, and it is starting out with that tornado warning and with a severe thunderstorm warning. So showing you that line, I want to talk more about that severe thunderstorm warning. Also checking in with the National Weather Service to see if we had a watch come down. Anyone in the back, Jason, if you know of any watches, let me know. Want to take the radar off so I could actually see the warning boxes. Okay, so that tornado warning is still there, but want to talk about the severe thunderstorm warning, because like I mentioned a few minutes ago, the straight line winds from a severe thunderstorm could do just as much damage, could be just as much cause for property damage, power outages. The National Weather Service says the impacts with this severe thunderstorm warning likely to affect portions of Loudoun County, Clark and Rappahannock County, Fauquier County, Culpeper County, Prince William counties, also the city of Winchester. This severe thunderstorm warning will continue through 11:15. The hazard is 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Damaging winds could cause trees and large branches to fall. This could include injury to those who are outdoors, as well as damage to homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked because of downed trees. Localized power outages are possible with this line. So not only do we have that tornado warning, we have that severe thunderstorm warning, and again,
A lot of strong winds coming with this storm, a lot of heavy rain, frequent lightning, affecting portions of I-66. This is not the kind of storm that you want to be driving in. If you are on the roads and hear the sound of my voice somehow, maybe you're streaming through your phone, but still having a pretty close grip on your steering wheel. If you can get off the road and get into a sturdy building and wait for this line to pass, that would be your best bet to be safe. So we have that severe thunderstorm warning, and again we have a tornado warning that continues into 11 o'clock. So about 7 more minutes. We'll see what the National Weather Service does, if it continues with that tornado warning or if they will let it expire. But besides the threat for a radar indicated tornado, we have a lot of heavy rain extending from about Bluemont through I-66, Warrenton down to Culpeper. So heavy rain, frequent lightning, and it only takes one lightning strike to be dangerous. We have a lot of lightning here. Lightning is very dangerous when thunder wars go indoors. And also with that even bigger warning, the severe thunderstorm warning through 11:15, we have the threat for straight line damaging wind gusts that could produce a lot of damage and also just make it a rough go for you if you are on the roads. But the main threat, the reason we are breaking into coverage right now, is because of that tornado warning for portions of Rappahannock, Culpeper, and Fauquier County. So I'm going to step off one more time to see if there are any updates with the warnings or watches coming down. I want to toss it to Erica for the very latest.
Jess, you know, let me just mention here that Fauquier and Rappahannock schools were some of the school districts that decided to call it early, and they had school closures today, and that is in fact sort of the very first sighting that we have of these radar indicated tornado warnings this morning. So if you were in Fauquier County, Rappahannock County, you got kids there, you know that schools were already closed. Other surrounding areas have had delays, or I should say rather early dismissals. Early dismissals for the kids, often getting out at 1 o'clock today or noon, and because of the concern for severe weather. We know that this area in particular is still under a tornado warning for about another 5 minutes, depending on whether or not that will be extended. Jess, is it likely with this, you know, the way that so early in the day this is setting up, that we're likely to see for our area a tornado watch, or when does that come into question if you already are starting to see tornado warnings out by Rappahannock and Fauquier County until 11 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, so we are expected to get a tornado watch at some point as we go throughout the day. The National Weather Service says that there is likely going to be a watch issued, and we'll see the very latest on the NBC Washington app and also post it online and on our website when that watch comes down. But we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning through 11:45. This does include portions of Orange County, Fauquier County, Culpeper County, Spotsylvania County, and right now 60-mile-per-hour winds are the main hazard, and it is radar indicated. So we are ramping up the severe weather already this morning, going into midday with 2 severe thunderstorm warnings, 1 tornado warning that will expire in about 3 minutes. And just looking at the latest, I'm not seeing much twisting of the wind right now, so I do expect that tornado warning to be let to expire at 11 o'clock. But we're still keeping an eye on it, and we'll still stay with you through 11 while we still have that tornado warning present in our area. And yes, Erica, we could continue to see additional warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings as we head into the second half of the day. So this is the kind of day where you need multiple ways to receive warnings so you can take action when severe weather enters your neighborhood, whether it is a severe thunderstorm, because again, the winds do not have to be rotating to be very dangerous. And if it is a tornado warning, you can get to your safe place, get indoors, and do what you need to do for you and your family. And keep it here. We'll let you know the very latest when those warnings and watches drop. But right now, I'm tracking severe weather for portions of Northern Virginia. That tornado warning, again, right now for portions of Culpeper into Fauquier County, right around I-66, a lot of heavy rain, radar indicated, so we haven't had any ground truth as to if there was a tornado on the ground, but we did see some evidence of some twisting on the radar, and I see that there is, okay, so they did continue that tornado warning. And yes, another severe thunderstorm warning, and that Montgomery, okay, I'm going to get the very latest on this. So the the tornado warning has continued. So getting severe thunderstorm warning, but also a tornado warning. So let's get the latest on that tornado warning really quick. Tornado warning. Yes. Loudon, Fauquier, Prince William County through 11:30. Still radar indicated the hazard, a tornado, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado, was located near the plains or near Warrenton, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So that's the latest on the new tornado warning through 11:30. Now getting the severe thunderstorm warning. This is extended through 11:45 and includes many counties actually. So this is a pretty big severe thunderstorm warning. I'm going to zoom out a little bit to show you what part is included in this warning. Look at that orange box. It includes many counties. Okay, trying to move the radar. There we go. So you can really see the box here. So that severe thunderstorm warning through 11:45.
Jess, I'm just going to chime in here really quickly to remind our folks that just because your county right now, your jurisdiction may not have a tornado watch or a tornado warning does not mean that you will not see severe weather today. Severe weather in the form of heavy rain and strong winds. Right now, we're talking about parts of Loudon, Clark, Culpeper, Prince William, Winchester, and Spotsylvania that had a thunderstorm warning, severe thunderstorm warning through 11:15, and now we've included Loudon, Fauquier, and Prince William counties with a tornado warning until at least 11:30 this morning.
Okay, good deal.
Jess, can you talk to us a little bit about the difference between, you were talking through it this weekend, the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning, sort of what may be to come and what some people are already in right now as we move through the day?
Yes, so a watch just came down from the National Weather Service, actually, and that continues through 7 p.m. So this is the very latest, just came down. Latest information for the area. Notice the yellow. That is the tornado watch that was just issued coming down from the National Weather Service, and that red box is the tornado warning. But let's talk about the tornado watch. A watch means that a tornado could happen. So this watch continues through 7 o'clock. From right now through 7 o'clock, a tornado could happen, and everywhere that is shaded yellow. A tornado warning means we have enough evidence, either someone saw it or we have some ground truth with debris, or it is radar indicated. We see the twisting of the winds on radar. We have enough evidence to say that we believe that there is a tornado actually happening now. So the tornado warning means we believe a tornado is actually happening right now, and you need to take cover, you need to take action. A tornado watch, where the yellow is, means a tornado could happen between now and 7 o'clock, and we now have that tornado watch that was just issued, just came down for the entire viewing area right now. But I'm going to try to bring it back to that.
Storm Team 4 meteorologist Amelia Draper often refers to it as having all of the ingredients. Right. On a watch, you've got all the ingredients. You have everything that it takes to make a tornado. That's a watch. And then once she says, like, it's like if you were making cookies. Then once the cookies are in the oven, now we've got a warning on our hands. And the warning is actually in place at this moment for Loudon, Fauquier, Prince William counties until 11:30 this morning. The bulk of Storm Team 4 with you today. Chuck was with you this morning. Storm Team 4 meteorologist Jessica Faith, Lauren Ricketts, Ryan Miller, Amelia Draper joining us all throughout the day and the evening, because this is an all-day affair that we are dealing with, the severe weather. Jess, over the weekend, is what I asked you in the makeup room, when did this become a thing? Like, when did you guys start looking at the radar and all the sort of maps were aligning for a severe weather day like today.
Yeah, we were really looking at it at the possibility on Friday, and then on Saturday when we were in that enhanced risk, level 3 out of 5. That's where my eyes really opened that, oh, this could really be a big deal for our area. And then yesterday we were upgraded to a level 4 out of 5, which is extremely rare for our area. That would be a big deal in Tornado Alley, let alone here in the DMV, which is, again, very rare. So we had increased confidence that today will be a significant severe weather day, and that is starting to materialize already for midday. And as we head into the afternoon, unfortunately, that severe weather threat could continue. But I do want to talk about the latest severe thunderstorm warning that just came down, because this one actually includes a lot of counties. People are probably tuning in to watch us right this moment because their phones are going off, especially if they have the NBC Washington app. So this includes Eastern Washington County, Northwestern Montgomery County, Frederick County in Maryland, Loudoun County, Frederick County and Virginia as well, Clark County, Fauquier County, Prince William County, Jefferson County, and Berkeley County. And this warning continues until 11:45. So a lot of us are in this warning. And notice that the radar, or the rain rather, is off toward the west, and some of us in the warning aren't getting rain yet. So you may be seeing this and saying, well, why am I in the warning? This line is moving fast, moving toward the northeast at 55 miles per hour. So it is knocking on your door. Though you don't see rain right now, the impacts of this storm will be moving in fast. So we're letting you know now with that warning that you need to do what you need to do. Get inside, find some shelter, and be safe. Also, with this line, we now have an upgraded hazard. With this line, the winds, the hazard, the straight line winds are now at 70 miles per hour. So the previous severe thunderstorm was at 60 miles per hour. Now the hazard is 70 miles per hour. And Erica, whenever the winds coming out of a thunderstorm, those straight line damaging winds are at 70 miles per hour. That's what we call considerable. So we are expecting considerable damage with this line as it moves east throughout everyone that is included in the severe thunderstorm warning. Again, those straight line winds don't have to be rotating to be dangerous or extremely damaging. It could actually lead to many power outages. So this is something we will continue to keep an eye on. So I wanted to give you the very latest on that severe thunderstorm warning. That continues until 11:45. This is not the time to be heading out. If you're inside and was thinking about heading outside to maybe grab some supplies, this is not the time. Stay inside, stay safe, go to your safe spot. Speaking of safe spot, I want to go back to that tornado warning. Erica, if you have any additional information.
Yeah, so again, that tornado warning that Jess is about to go back to is for Loudoun, Fauquier, and Prince William counties. That goes until 11:30 this morning. However, just a couple of minutes ago, literally, the bulk of the DMV area was put into a tornado watch, meaning that we have, in essence, all of the Mother Nature ingredients that it would take to produce a tornado for the area, as we are seeing a radar-indicated tornado warning for places like Loudoun, for Fauquier, for Prince William counties until 11:30 this morning. Those of us that were around in 2012 or 2013, if I'm not mistaken, when we had the derecho move through this area, we know what strong, fierce straight line winds can do to this area. It knocked out power. It was an event that knocked out power for days in this region. There were trees all over the place, and there were power crews that were brought in from all across the country to get things back to scale and to normalcy, if you will, for the DMV during those, or the 2012, 2013 derecho that hit the area. And it was weeks before things returned to normal. And those were, I believe, 90+ mile an hour straight line winds. We're at about 70 mile an hour right now. So again, the bulk of the DMV in a tornado watch. If you are in places like Loudoun, Fauquier, and Prince William counties, you have a tornado warning. Jessica Faith is standing by. She's going to tell you what to do if you are in those counties right now. if it's, this is sort of knocking at all of our doorsteps this afternoon, what you need to do to prepare when you have a tornado warning for your counties, Jess?
Yeah, so that tornado warning is to the south of Leesburg, and even Leesburg, I would go ahead and get into my safe place. But again, that tornado warning is through 11:30. I do want to talk about who could be included in additional warnings. This includes, yes, that tornado warning and a part of the line that we are concerned about for the potential for a tornado, but also that severe thunderstorm, the part of the line that is in the severe thunderstorm. So it's moving toward the northeast at 55 miles per hour. And if it holds together, stays as strong with the same impacts, it could be in Gainesville at 11:29, Leesburg at 11:49. That's why I say, Leesburg, go ahead and take action. Go ahead and do what you need to do to be safe. The worst of it could be knocking on your door, even if you're not technically in the tornado warning. Manassas, a little after 12 noon, 12:06. Frederick, 12:52. Gaithersburg, again, if this line holds together as strong as it is with the same impacts at 1:10. So with this line, again, we have a right now radar indicated tornado, which means that we see some evidence on radar that the winds are rotating in a tornadic way. No ground truth yet. Ground truth means that we see some evidence of debris, or someone has actually laid eyes on it, which is kind of hard because look at all of this rain. It's kind of hard to see a tornado clearly when there is a lot of rain, or what we call a rain-wrapped tornado. So don't go outside and try to see it or try to record or anything like that. Get to your safe place, stay in your safe place, because it will be hard to see a tornado with all of this rain anyway. And the bigger part of this line is in a severe thunderstorm warning, which is including right now winds that we could see produce considerable damage, because those winds are at about 70 miles per hour. And again, this line is very long, extending from near the Pennsylvania and Maryland state line way into portions of Virginia. So this line could produce widespread damaging wind damage with this line, also causing widespread power outages possible. So that's the latest there with the two warnings that are in place. And I want to talk about the line in general and just what we expect. We expect this line to continue to advance toward the east. So right now, DC, the Beltway, looking calm at the moment. But at some time during the day, we do expect severe weather for DC and even farther into Maryland. Again, let me go back to that watch to show you everyone that is included, because everybody.
Yeah. Well, Jess, I was going to ask you, you were saying that you and Chuck were talking this morning about how many lines of severe weather we could see in the area. And with the winds right now, anywhere from 50 to 70 miles an hour, how many of these do you see? Is this quick and it's over and we're done by early afternoon?
No, I think.
Talk to us. Yeah. How long? What's the duration?
I think we could have at least one more line, because the front has not moved through yet. So that cold front that will be moving from the west to the east will be moving through later today, late this afternoon into this evening. And that could be enough lift to ignite additional severe storms, including severe thunderstorms and tornado warnings, and also additional issues like heavy rain that could affect the evening commute if anyone happens to be out on the roads, and the possibility of some hail. So we'll be monitoring all modes of severe weather throughout the day, which is why we have that tornado watch through 7 p.m. We have a possibility of a tornado from now through 7 p.m. So once this line is gone, I don't think that is the end of the story. We could have another line that could produce additional storms. So that's why you have to stay weather alert and continue to check in for the very latest and have multiple ways to receive watches and warnings today.
So again, just really unheard of, the type of weather that we are experiencing, so much so that a number of schools and school districts and counties decided to either call it all together, do remote learning, schedule early early leave for these schools, leaving at noon, at 1 o'clock today because of the level of severity of these storms. The National Weather Service putting us at a 4 out of 5 in terms of severe weather today. So that's really, that's a big deal for our area when we don't normally deal with, as Jessica said, this is very normal for places like Tornado Alley. This is not so normal for us here in the Mid-Atlantic. So for those reasons, again, if you are in Loudoun, Fauquier, and Prince William counties, you need to look for, seek, get into the most interior part of your home, the most interior room that you have. Get away from places that have windows. You don't want to be anywhere near those places. If you should be listening to us, streaming us on your phone and you're driving, try to pull over if you're in one of these areas and try to get into a store, someplace that has some sort of shelter around you. If you're in Loudoun, Fauquier, and Prince William counties, this tornado warning for you is until at least 11:30 this morning. However, the severe thunderstorm warning that we have is for places like Loudoun, Clark, Culpeper, Prince William, Winchester, Spotsylvania, 60+ mile-an-hour winds through at least 11:15. And again, as we come up on these watches and warnings, we either see them expire or we'll have something new initiated for these areas. And we're starting to see these lines go very quickly. But as Jessica said, she doesn't think that this is going to be the end of this. This is probably round 1 of 2 very strong lines that we have moving through the area. And again, a tornado watch now in effect for the bulk of the DMV until 7 o'clock this evening, meaning that Mother Nature has all that it needs in order to produce a tornado. If you are in Loudoun, Fauquier, and Prince William counties, there is a radar indicated tornado warning for where you are at. So please get into the most interior part of your home and try to seek shelter. If you are elsewhere driving, as Jess mentioned, now is not the time to try to go get things to prepare. Now is the time to try to stay safe and buckle down and keep Storm Team 4 on for as long as you have it. We know we may be seeing some power outages today. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is expected to hold a news conference at 12:30. For those of us, as I mentioned, who remember the derecho of 2012, we know what strong line winds can produce and what the type of damage that they can do to this area. Those were 90+ mile-an-hour winds that we witnessed in 2012, and the damage that they caused throughout the area. I mean, power outages for miles and miles, toppled trees, power companies from all throughout the country coming to aid this area. It's a severe weather day. That's why we're in weather alert, and Storm Team 4 is working for you all afternoon, Jess. Exactly. And one thing I want to note here is our radar in Sterling, and that line that has that tornado warning in it is moving toward our radar. So that is something we are definitely going to keep an eye on. But like you said, we could see widespread power outages because of those straight line winds. Again, people usually hear tornado and go to action. But even with these severe thunderstorms, you need to take action. Also because tornadoes come from thunderstorms. So if there is a severe thunderstorm warning, you really need to pay attention. There could potentially also be a tornado that could be produced in that severe thunderstorm. So right now, we do have multiple severe storms that are warned right now, warned storms, and we also have a tornado watch for the entire area through 7 p.m. So we'll continue to watch this line as we go through the rest of the day because we have that potential through the afternoon and into the evening hours. So a lot of rain here, a lot of lightning as well, a lot of strong winds, the wind gusting around 70 miles per hour coming out of that tornado. So what happens is the winds go down from the thunderstorm and go straight out. And when it shoots out, the winds can go really fast and also spread out. So those straight line winds actually have the potential to do a lot of damage because it could be widespread damage, where sometimes with a tornado, the damage could be more isolated, but the damage with straight line winds could really spread wide. So think about multiple trees knocked down, multiple power outages. If you have anything outside that's not tied down, it could be well down the street. Or if you're driving on the roads, if you happen to be driving on the roads with the heavy rain
it could really impact your driving as well, and you do not want to be on the roads, especially with a tornado warning. I want to go back and take a look. And okay, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning, but also I saw that tornado warning was dropped. So I just want to take a moment to take a look at all of the warnings right now to see if we have an additional. Okay, so I just got word that the tornado warning has been canceled. So what I'm going to do is take the radar off. So notice.
Okay, so now just the watch we can see is in that yellow box. The tornado watch is what's indicated by that big yellow box, which is a wide swath of the area right now.
So no tornado warning right now. That tornado warning has been allowed to be expired. It dropped, and we have a new severe thunderstorm warning until 12 noon. This includes Stafford County, Orange County, Fairfax County, Fauquier County, Culpeper County, Prince William County, also the city of Manassas, North Central Spotsylvania County until 12 noon. The hazards are 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, and everything is radar indicated. And the impacts, the National Weather Service says that damaging winds could cause some trees and large branches to fall. It could injure those who are outdoors, as well as damage homes and vehicles. So what I want to do right now is, again, talk to you about the severe thunderstorm warnings. The areas that are shaded in this yellowish orange box, those are the severe thunderstorm warnings. You still have to take it seriously, but I think we're going to go back into our newscast pretty soon because the tornado warning. Okay, we're going to go to Megan in just a minute, but right now there are no active tornado warnings, but do not let your guard down. We could have many more warnings, severe thunderstorm, and yes, additional tornado warnings throughout the day, so make sure to keep it right here for the very latest. I'm going to toss it to Erica right now for additional information.
All right, Jess, thank you so much. So again, stay weather aware. If you don't already have it, get your NBC Washington app. Stay with us. Keep your phone charged as best that you can, because it seems like those alerts and those warnings may be popping up every so many minutes throughout the afternoon. This is a long duration event because of this, because our forecasters were seeing this over the weekend. Crews were preparing, school districts were preparing, and because of the situation at hand,